What the hell happened to SmackDown's tag team division? At one point, we had American Alpha, we had the Usos, we had Heath Slater and Rhino, and now it's all dead. It's all dead, and it's all gone. And that's not an insult at the talent either. Just in recent weeks, the lay of the land has got so low that manly men teaming up to take on other manly men has become completely irrelevant. But this is why it's a good thing that the New Day are coming to SmackDown, because the New Day are gonna have to try and save SmackDown's tag team division. Why? Here's why. Just to reiterate before it all goes off, the talent in SmackDown's tag team division is awesome. The Usos, awesome. American Alpha, awesome. The Fashion Police, I mean, stupid gimmick, but very entertaining and awesome. The Ascension, well, they could be awesome. We'll never know, because they don't exist. And that's half the problem. Now that Heath Slater and Rhino have moved across to Raw, and let's face it, they were starting to vanish into the abyss too, every team on SmackDown Live just seems to be evaporating into dust. The Usos, who are so damn good at what they do and champions as I say these words, sometimes don't even appear on the show. And if they do appear on the show, I either forget about it or I can't even remember to begin with, and that's just as bad because it means your tag team champions aren't doing anything of note. For heaven's sake, let them do something of note. Give them a pad and a pen and let them write a note. At least that's something to note. And as for American Alpha, let's not even get into that. Do you remember how over they were at NXT Dallas? And now they're colder than a wet fish. What a sad day. However, that is why the New Day shift to SmackDown in the Superstar Shakeup may very well turn out to be the most important of all of them. I've said it before on this very series that I actually think the New Day would benefit from somewhat of a reset. Change their characters up, give them a new feel. However, they're so over and they're so popular and they sell so much merchandise, that ain't happening anytime soon. That means the next best thing you can do is pick them up, move them, and let them do their same shtick in a different environment, and my gosh, that's exactly what's just happened with this draft. The New Day have been such a fixture on Raw over the last few years that even the thought of having them on SmackDown feels quite exciting. Aside from having a new set for them to swan down when they do their entrance, there's loads of new feuds that they can instantly insert themselves into, and like I said, they're so popular and make so much money, there's no way they're going to be forgotten about. So whoever they have to feud with is automatically going to be risen up because of that, and that is a damn good thing. It also means you've got to rectify the tag team division and potentially get loaded teams ready, because there's every chance the New Day come in and they don't go into the title program straight away. I mean, they probably will, but if they don't, that means you need one team ready for them as they enter, and then you need another team ready when it's time for them to have their title matches, and then within one fell swoop, kaboom! Two teams are back on top, and so the New Day. This is also why it was a delight to see Primo and Epico come out on Tuesday nights and ditch the Shining Stars gimmick, which I secretly liked. I mean, they beat American Alpha, and that's another topic for another time, but within a few hours, I was already taking them far more seriously than I've probably taken them in the last 5 years. And I do like them. I'm not sure why, but I do. So if WWE wants to take them and try and get me to believe in them, then damn it, that's what Simon from WhatCulture likes. Believability in wrestling. I'm gonna write it on my face. But believability is a big word, so luckily I'm bald, so I can just write it all around my head. The bottom line though is that the New Day have to be treated like top stars, which means by association, everybody else will be risen up as well. And you do have a feud ready to go. Who doesn't want to see the New Day, the power of positivity faces, take on the Usos when they're actually on TV, who are now your quintessential bad guys? It's right there. You don't even have to build it up much. They can talk, they can work, they can fight. Xavier can play his trombone. That's fine. That works. You can get a few months out of it, and then you can shift a few things around. With the right pacing and the right matches, I could buy into that easily. And while it probably will end with the New Day winning the titles, that just means they can then go on to someone else, and repeating what I said earlier, then that new team can get the rub too, and we can be at a stage where we actually care about the damn thing again. And I realise how dumb this is for me to say, but I'd also watch the Fashion Police versus the Bringer of Bootios. Now, all it's going to take is WWE to actually start treating them seriously, and by that I mean Fandango and Tyler Breeze, but it's not like Xavier and co are the most serious people on the planet. At one time, they built a time machine, and good grief, That was awful. This is even more poignant because right now Raw's tag team division is kicking ass. The Hardys, Gallows and Anderson, Sheamus and Cesaro, Enzo and Big Cass, The Revival, Heath Slater and Rhino. Sure, some of those teams need a bit of work, but that's not too shabby, and that's a pretty good division. And you got the Golden Truth. There's no point having a big move around with your personnel if you don't capitalize on it. And right now, all your big move has done has hampered the SmackDown tag team division. Now, it's not too far gone that it can't be saved, but it certainly needs some attention, and it needs some attention quick. So for the love of everything, please use the New Day for all they're worth, and use the New Day to make all of this feel grand again, as opposed to, I don't know, some ferret that I ran over with my car. Because right now, I don't care. And we've lost the Vaudevillains. At least I think we lost the Vaudevillains. It's been so long since I actually saw the Vaudevillains, there's every chance they never existed. I made them up in my head. They were a team from a bygone era that reformed in my brain, and I thought they were on TV, but they weren't. Will any of this actually happen? To be honest, I don't actually know. But while we're here, why doesn't WWE just reach out to Shelton Benjamin, pull him in, and throw him in a tag team division too? Hell, why not just put Kane and X-Pac back together? Actually, no. Don't do that. So this is my stance, and this is why I want the SmackDown tag team division to be as good as Raw's. And even then, Raw's has some problems, but it's getting better. So let's focus the same on SmackDown and give it a salute of positivity. Now, don't forget to leave a comment below and let us know what you think about all of this, and then like, share, and subscribe. Then follow WhatCulture on Twitter at WhatCulture WWE, and I'm there too at Simon Miller 316. I'm Simon from WhatCulture. This was the Why series. You're the viewer watching through your screen on YouTube, and that's essentially the situation we're all in right now. I'll see you soon.
It's time, once again, for everybody to buy a magazine, please. Yes, that's right, it's issue 5 of our wonderful magazine called Wrestling, and this one is an absolute belter. As you can see from the front cover, it features a massive career retrospective of the Olympic hero, Kurt Angle. Not only that, but it's got a How WWE Should Have Booked the Entire WrestleMania 32 card, written by this 6-foot streak of charisma. The bulk of the magazine is this huge top 100 greatest WrestleMania moments of all time list. Not just that, but you've got Shawn Michaels' crimes against wrestling. You've got the top 10 greatest wrestling managers of all time. You've got columns from Jim Cornette, Tom Pritchard, Shane Douglas, and an interview with the WCPW World Champion, Drew Galloway. Issue 5 of Wrestling will be released on April 10th. You can pre-order it now at shop.whatculture.com. Oh, and about our shop, we're currently in the process of moving all of our merch to a new premises. So shipping stuff like t-shirts, that may take a little bit longer. It doesn't apply to the magazines. Once you order a magazine, we will ship it straight away. But for any other items on our shop.whatculture.com, there might be a little bit of a delay for the next few weeks. But don't let that distract you from buying Wrestling. Buy the magazine. Buy it. Buy the magazine.